Okay, the final report of the evening is, of course, I saved the best for last, and that, of course, is the U.S. And let's see here. So you can see since January of 2020, U.S. has had 50.5 million cases, and since the last week of February of 2020, we've had 803,652 cases. We're currently averaging 72,785 cases per day, which projects out over the next 12 months to 26.5 million more cases. We're currently averaging 1,223 deaths per day, which projects out over the next 12 months at 446,473. At this rate, we're going to catch cancer and heart disease yearly numbers. And you can see here for U.S. cases, 2020 cases are going to have already passed 2020 cases. Unfortunately, the third quarter of 2020 cases was a quarter with the third most cases so far. Monthly cases, you had this nice declining pattern in during the spring and summer, followed by a 3 month increase. Well, actually, technically, this is a decrease. So you can see, well, it looks like monthly cases are going to finish up about 2 million for December, which is down from these numbers here and well down from these numbers over here. What about weekly cases? Again, we had this big, long declining pattern down through the spring and summer. Then the big decline increase of mid-August. Again, the declining pattern. Now we're getting some year-end volatility here. Hopefully, these last 2 weeks will these numbers will fall back down again for cases. Let me look at. I keep being tempted to only look at the moving average here, just because of all the volatility. So you can see here that the U.S. cases spiked on January 8th at 303,487, and they fell down as low as what? They fell down as low as 4 to 6,000 down and through here per day. My friends, that was a massive drop. I wonder if anybody really talked about that before the numbers spiked back up again on September the 7th at 265,429. Now a declining pattern again and following that, but now the numbers are climbing back up again, apparently. Yeah. So on December the 16th, the numbers are 138,835. With a 14 day with an average day of 123,407 deaths per day or cases per day for the U.S. What about analysis of that? Well, you can see our 2021 COVID-19 deaths for the U.S. are basically is blowing right by 2020 COVID-19 deaths. And again, we have a situation where the third quarter of 2020 is the quarter with the third most deaths so far. Monthly cases, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder if anybody really talked about that. Of course, I don't watch the news, so I don't know. But anyway, once again, 3, 4, 5, 6 month row decline in COVID-19 deaths, followed by 2 months. And now we're going to end up the year with a third straight month of a declining COVID-19 deaths. And this is a number we should be talking about because this is the number that tells us that the measures we're taking is working, you know. And I'm going to leave that comment right there. I'm not going to go into a rant. Again, the big declining pattern down through spring and summer, then the decline back up here. This is about 14,000 cases, deaths for the week. A bit of a decline here now, but now up 1 week, and now it appears maybe it's going to wind up on a declining number. So you can see on January 20, U.S. Deaths spiked to 4,442 before falling down during the spring and summer to as low as 38 to mid double digits and lower. Okay, we show another spike back up here on September the 16th at 3,461 deaths for a single day. Then back over here on the 15th, we had 2,167 deaths. Now here's the question: for every 100,000 people in the U.S., how many people have COVID-19? Well, the answer is about 35 to 40 on average. Okay? Not something we want to talk about, but you realize how small of people are being affected by this disease. Now, it's obviously not a small number. If someone you know, family or friend, died from it, then it's a very important number. But still, at some point, we got to learn to live with this disease. You can't keep going through an endless cycle of booster shots, shutdowns, restrictions. At some point, we have to learn to live with it, the way we learn to live with cancer and heart disease, the way we've learned to live with flu. Okay, so the question is, for every 100,000 people in the U.S., how many people are dying from COVID-19 on average? Well, this is one half of a person. So let's be kind, round it up to, so right now, for 100,000 people in the U.S., roughly one half of one person is dying from COVID-19. Okay? This is something to think about tonight. Okay? So that concludes the final report for today. Okay? So this concludes our reports for today. It's now time to begin our daily upload of data. Okay, I'm going to close this for a moment here. And this concludes the final reports for today.